and welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video. Thought I'd do a review of one of the games I picked up at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. This one is Simple 1500 series, the gun shooting. And here's the little cartoon that plays to set up the story for you. Here's the logo itself. As you can see, I paid $8 and it's a lot of fun. A little bit of history about the Simple series. It may seem like an odd title, Simple 1500 series, and then a title called The Gun Shooting. And why is the word "the" in English and the rest of it's in Japanese? The Simple series, and there were quite a lot of titles in this series, were kind of like the early 90s version of Apple's App Store or the Google Play Store in a way. In Japan, what they had decided to do, I think it was D3 as the publisher, they decided to throw it out there for developers to throw together basic game ideas, just something that were not full, full adventure games or full AAA titles, what we would call AAA titles today. Just something basic, simple, if you will, and they'll make a series about it. Hence, Simple series. And the reason that they stuck the word 1500 in there, there's also I believe it's the Simple 2000 or Simple 2500 series. That's how much it cost in yen. So this would have been the 1500 yen, which is roughly $15, let's say more like $18 at today's exchange rate. So when this was released, it was a budget title. It was a game that, or it was it was a title that you would pick up for low cost, and it would be a much simpler kind of a game, just something really basic. They made dozens and dozens of these. They made the chess, or Simple series the pinball, or Simple series the bowling, or Simple series the mahjong. There's all kinds of games in this series. This particular one is a heck of a lot of fun. I'll get to the review in a minute. So this is volume 24. The gun shooting. I'm not quite sure why, but they all have "the" in the title, even if it's something like the chess. Why wouldn't you just call it chess? I'm not sure. And part of the shtick of the DC publisher concept here was always have "the" in English and whatever the particular title of the game is in Japanese. So this is Simple 1500 series, volume 24, the gun shooting. And for playing this, I do have a light gun. I'm going to do a review on this one later. This is a gun I picked up last year at the Portland Retro Gaming Show. It's called The Real Arcade, so there's a lot of imagination going on in these titles, as you can see. This is a great light gun, highly recommended. As I say, I'll do a proper review on this later, but today we're concentrating on the gun shooting. I will apologize though, this thing is a little clicky, so given I'm doing a lot of shooting in this game, you're going to hear a lot of clicking, and that's just the nature of the beast. So let's get on with the game here. So, let's launch. And we'll start a new game. So, we were just in the middle of that little intro. A couple of space rangers get into their sort of tank, if you will, having grabbed their guns, and they're basically flying around a landscape and shooting a bunch of aliens. And that's really all that it is. It's a standard light gun game. But what I really like is how they've rendered the landscapes in this game, how they've done, the enemies are kind of weird. It's simply, you just shoot. There's no like rocket launcher functionality or anything. And like all light gun games, you point down or to the side to reload. I could use this button to reload, but I think I'll just do it because I'm sort of used to doing it this way, where you point off screen. So let's give this a whirl here. I think there's 6 levels total in this game. I might edit a few. Here we go. I might edit between some levels to because it might be a lengthy thing to watch. So let's give this a try. Oop. You can see up in the upper left, I've got a red bar to indicate my health, and I believe the green is some kind of a shield that you can recharge or build up over things that you shoot. But I quite like, for a PlayStation 1 game, check out the scrolling landscape. It's very, very well done. Yes, you can see there, I think I replenished some of the green shields there. I like how those guys have each got a little target right in the center of them to indicate where I need to shoot. This is a Japanese import game, so you can't just instantly play this on the PlayStation 3. You need, PlayStation 1. You need to have a way around that. Now there are mod chips and other ways around it. I've actually got a disc that I can put into my PlayStation 1, and it will allow me to play Japanese imports. Not PAL region, unfortunately. There's a few PAL games I'd like to be able to play. There's another lightgun game, actually, based on the Ghostbusters. I think it's a real Ghostbusters cartoon. I believe that only came out in Europe, and as a result, although I can load the game onto the PlayStation, given its PAL picture quality, it rolls and it doesn't really display properly on this TV. So unless I can find the real Ghostbusters in reload. Talking and shooting is very difficult to do. Yes, unless I can find the real Ghostbusters in an NTSC format, even a Japanese version like this, I will not be demonstrating that, which is too bad because it looks like it's a lot of fun. Okay. And I've already gone down a level. There we go, that's him dead. The Japanese way of displaying how many... You see this is 1 LP in the corner? That means I have 1 life left or remaining. Not sure exactly. So stage 1, I got a rank of A. I believe there's a total of 6 stages, or else there's 6 stages and then the final boss. And as I say, I'm probably going to edit as this game continues, but bunch of dialogue, no idea what he's saying. Hey, you Space Rangers, you did a good job, now go take on the next one, is my guess as to what it is. I don't recall what these mean. I think it's something like go back to the main menu or what have you. I usually just click on the top one if it'll let me. And that lets me go to the next level. Intro, yes. We are now on a very dangerous place. Let's go ahead. Did that load? Nope. Sorry, my controller's giving me a little grief. There we go. By about halfway through this game, though, I'm going to find my arms very, very tired because this game requires a lot of reloading, a lot of shooting. But yeah, for a budget title of its day, this is great. Like, look at the level of detail in the landscape for a PlayStation 1 game, remember. It's very impressive. The water effects are really well done. And it's got that arcade shooting quality to it. Like, I feel as though I'm standing in an arcade with a light gun doing my thing. Game didn't cost very much at Retro Portland, and I'm very glad. I think even back in the day, had this been $15, $18, whatever way you want to convert it, it would have been a very good deal. Look at the quality of the graphics, and the light gun gameplay is fantastic. Really works well with my controller. Okay, it's going to get a little high taste here. Thank goodness those guys each have got targets on their chest to show me where to shoot. There's something shooting up from underneath the water here, so I've got to wait for this thing to surface. There we go. Oh, got that. There, I've just gone 1 life up. Again, I don't know why it says... Oops, reload. I don't know why it says LP. One can assume the number is how many you have and the L is for life, but I don't quite know what the P would stand for. Oh, I'm in trouble. Okay, I just lost a life, so I better concentrate here. Let me just get past this guy and I will continue to talk in a second. Oh, now I've got the machine gun. So now I can just hold in the trigger. Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho. Okay, that was a bad joke. You see the number 15, now it's down to number 12. I believe the longer you hold down the trigger, that uses up how much time you have with the machine gun. But it's not like in seconds. I just don't think it is. I haven't found any other power-ups in this game. I assume there are, though. It is just a single trigger gun, though. You don't... some games use, like, the second button. This is a gun controller, so it has a foot pedal. That only seems to just pause the game in this particular title. So, worth noting. Oh, I don't need to reload the machine gun, sorry. And over the waterfall we go. Not a great draw distance, but again, considering the hardware, I'm very pleased with this particular title. I did have a look at the there we go. Simple Series 1500 Volume 68 or 9, I think it is, which is the Gun Shooting 2. A little bit more cutesy. I think it's going for... There's another light gun game on the PlayStation. I want to call it Hot Shot, but that's not it. Sharpshoot. Anyway, it's the Gun Shooting 2 is a little more like that. You're swatting at flies, or you're oh, now I'm back to single shots again. This one has like an arcade. Ooh, this one has more of an arcade feeling of we're a couple of Space Rangers fighting the bad guys, whereas Simple Series 2, I'll just call it Gun Shooting 2. Gun Shooting 2 is a little more carnival kind of a vibe to it, and very cutesy anime style. So I much prefer this particular title. This will be the one that I'm keeping, and I don't think I gotta get those. Reload. And again, apologies for all the clicking. That's just the nature of this machine. Oh man, I'm really getting kicked here. Oh. I got like one health bar left. Oh, there goes that health bar. Wow, I am not doing well here. My apologies. The first time I played this, I got very easily through to about level 4. And now that the camera's on and the pressure's on, I'm not doing as well as I normally do. So, it's actually not as hard as it looks. I think maybe just because I'm concentrating on talking, trying to get my facts straight, and also trying to play this very trigger-happy game. You really, really... Let's get this guy. There we go. Whew. Yeah, you really need to be... There is an auto-fire possibility with this gun, but rather than mess with any of those settings, I'm just going to do the natural playthrough, like you would if you were without the auto-fire capability. Yes, you did very well, Space Rangers, and now we're going to fight again. So get back to your spaceship. Signing off. That's probably what he's saying. Get that. Come on, green. Up to green. There we go. Now, if this is the one I'm thinking of, this one has a kind of a neat look to it. Yeah, this one's got, yesterday was Halloween, and this has got a little bit of a Halloween vibe to it. Oh no, my mistake, sorry. That's the next level. This one is going through the trenches. But honestly, like, look at the landscape. They really have done a very good job with this thing. I like it. Some might complain it's typical PlayStation 1 jaggies. And there are other light gun games that are much nicer in appearance. There's some that are a little more sprite-based. Project Horned Owl is one that comes to mind. But this one is still... I like what they've done with the 3D here. This texture mapping, it's more like something you would see in a modern game. Obviously the technology back then couldn't quite deliver, but I think it looks good to me. No, I just picked up a life. This game is pretty forgiving with handing out the free lives. Like I think the first time I played this, I got very easily to level 5 out of 6. Now, unless things ramp up heavily at level 6, that is one slight complaint I might have. But then again, this is probably taken, this code is probably from a genuine arcade machine, light gun game, and as a result, to bring it home, D3 may have decided to just hand out extra, there you go, now I got 4 lives. They may have decided to hand out extra lives very easily because you couldn't put any quarters or yen into this machine. It's not an arcade machine, so to make it forgiving as possible, they handed out a heck of a lot of lives. As a result, one criticism, you get pretty far in the game without a lot of challenge. There's another boss battle. Forgive all the repeated clicking that's about to happen. I just got to pelt this guy with as many shots as I can here. I don't know if this makes for compelling viewing or not. It's just, you just gotta throw as much into this bad guy as you possibly can to destroy him. Oh, there's a crate. Did I get it? Yes. Oh, unlimited. There, now I can shoot him with my machine gun. Take that, you bugger. And see, look at that. Check that landscape out. Isn't that great? Oh, that's me used up my machine gun. And the movement of the camera is nicely challenging here. Like this has got a good degree of challenge to it. I gotta get that guy. I gotta get that guy. Come on, let's get that guy. Ugh, fingers getting tired. Okay, this is where the fatigue starts to set in, and this is just, maybe it would have been better to go with that rapid fire after all. Oh good, now there's 2 bosses. Oh, did I get him? No, I just took away his big barrels. Now I have to pelt the rest of them. Ah! But you see what I mean about the challenge? Like, I'm not really paying a lot of attention. I'm not also reloading in time. And he's hitting me with a lot of these missiles, and yet I've got 3 lives still. I mean, I've had maximum lives there. So the challenge is not fantastic, but again, it's a like end game of, you know. Ooh, and now see, I'm being too cocky because now I've just lost a life really fast. There we go. That's into it. Whew. Stage 3. Now this is the Halloween level. And I might stop here because I'm getting tired. I don't know how exciting this is to watch. If there's 6 levels, this could be about a half-hour long video. But I figured this Halloween one is it's worth checking out. Sorry, just trying to get this. Come on. There we go. There's like a certain. I'm leaning forward more than I normally do so that the camera can catch the gun, and as a result, I'm not doing the light gun properly here. It's no fault of the hardware, it's the user. Yes, you hear that sound? Look, check out the ghosty creatures coming toward me. And you can't do anything with them, you can shoot them all you want. I think the story is that it's these ghosts are coming from these projectors somehow, but yeah, because they always seem to be centered around them, but no matter how many bullets I fire into that thing, it never seems to destroy it, so. But I like that they've added that little bit of extra kind of, let's see if I can get that red, nope. I like that they've added that little bit of flair to the game. Like, it's not just spaceship type stuff, it's also ghost projectors. I don't understand why exactly, but... Oh! I got a machine gun. Excellent. And there's the guy I have to destroy this time. So you kind of have a standard pattern. There are the grunts you have to shoot regularly, and then there'll be some mid-level boss like this. And you destroy him, and you get a bonus. Typically of an extra life, maybe another weapon. And then you come to the end of the level and there's a final boss. See if I can destroy that thing this time. Yeah, see? I am pelting that thing with as many bullets as I possibly can and not making a difference, so I don't know what the trick is to getting those things. But you know, like look at that. You got a monster head coming out of the lava. Ooh, gotta reload, yeah. Not even gonna bother trying to destroy that thing. Just let it project all the ghosts at once. They don't seem to do you any harm. I think they're more for a distraction than anything else. But yeah, really well done with the landscape, the flare, the little extra bits and pieces of... all the extras in the landscape really make for... Oh, there was a... Oh, I didn't see that before. There was actually in front of that last one, last little ghost projector, I saw a blue skull of some description. I don't remember seeing that before. If I see another one of those ghost projector station things, I'll see if I can find it. Yeah. Is there... Okay, not this time. I should actually back up the video. If you get a chance to go back, you might have seen like a blue skull and crossbones symbol or something on that station where all the ghosts were coming out of. I don't know what that meant exactly, but... And here is the boss to finish on this level. Hope nobody's afraid of spiders. And if I can defeat him, I will then call the video at that, because there are just more levels of the type that we've been watching now, and I've checked on YouTube. There's some people who've done complete Let's Plays, so definitely feel free to check them out. Just do a search for Simple Series 1500 gun shooting and you'll find them. There is a looks like a fairly lengthy boss battle at the end of the final mission. I haven't got there myself yet as in trying to play this. I could probably get there, but not in the precarious position I'm currently sitting in and also trying to talk at the same time. I don't think that would work. Ooh, it's turned into a praying mantis guy. That's kind of cool. And yeah, it's about here that the hand starts to give away. Mission completed. Alright, well I'm going to call it there. That's a pretty lengthy video, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a good game. It's a good light shooting game. It's not terribly complex. You're not going to be too challenged by it, as per with most light gun games. But yeah, I might want to do some finger exercises to get yourself prepared for it, because there's a lot of pulling of the trigger. Yes, you can use auto fire, but it's that type of a game. Just shoot as much as you can. I gotta say, I really like the landscapes. I really like what they've done with it. I've never really done a full-on game review before, so I guess if I was to do a review system on my channel, I'll give it, you know, out of 5 stars type rating. I find that's the easiest. This one, I would probably give it a solid 3 stars out of 5. It gets bonus points for the nice looking graphics for the period that it came out. It's a little bit easy. Like, I could breathe. I've gone almost halfway through the game there, and I haven't really been challenged too much. So let's say 3 out of 5. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, we'll see you down the rabbit hole.